Jay here. Here's my review on Alita Battle Angel, the movie. I liked this movie. It was entertaining, it was funny, and it was action packed. And the CGI in this movie, it was fucking amazing. And just, it was fucking dope. So, my favorite character in this movie was the protagonist, Alita. She was straight up badass, dope as fuck. Like she was dope as fuck in this movie. Like I'll get to that, but she was dope. Okay, so I'm gonna do this review differently. Like I'm not gonna tell every detail what happened in the movie. I'm just gonna tell what mainly happened in the movie. So it won't be like a fucking 40-minute long video and everything. So this is what mainly happened. The movie begins in the year 2563, and it shows a huge city floating in the sky that everyone called Zalim, or Zalim, or I'm not sure how they said it in the movie. Zalim, that's the name of the floating city inside the sky. Anyways, at the bottom of the city is a huge junkyard. Like it's like letting a bunch of junk out from under the big city of Zalim. And it shows a doctor. Well, his name is Dr. Dyson Ido. And you see him searching through scraps of like robots and just searching around looking for scraps and stuff. And he notices like a female cyborg head. So he walks up and he scans it, and he notices that it has like a human brain intact inside the cyborg head. So the scientist, Dr. Dyson Ido, he takes the cyborg head that he found home and he rebuilds it into a cyborg, like a fully rebuilt cyborg female girl. So it turns out the cyborg female that Dr. Dyson found in the junkyard, she woke up with no memory of who she is. So the doctor ended up giving her a name, Alita. That's what he named. He named her after his dead daughter. And she didn't find that out until like later on in the movie, but I'm just gonna throw that in there because I'm probably not gonna tell like every detail. I'm just gonna tell you that. So anyways, moving on. Dr. Dyson ends up showing Alita around, the city that's literally under the city of Zalim. And it's like literally a fucking like dump of her city. Anyways, she's amazed by everything that's she's looking around and seeing. She ends up meeting some boy named Hugo. And Hugo dreams of going to the city of Zalim one day because that's his dream. And he's always wanted to go. So he ends up showing Alita a sport called motorball. And it's a dope ass sport. Like Alita, as soon as she sees the sport, like she gets like intrigued, like she wants to play. So she ends up playing with a group of like kids that are playing it like in the middle of the street. I'm not sure if they're in the middle of the street or they're just like in their playground, whatever. But anyways, she ended up like playing with a bunch of kids like motorball, and she ended up being good as fuck. Like she was like bad at first. Like she got pushed to the floor by one of the other like kids or something like that, and then she just took her chance and then struck back and just got good at the ball, like made a point of motorball. Like, she was dope as fuck. Anyways, moving on. One night, Alita heard the doctor leaving, so she decided to follow him. And she found out that he was a hunter, and he ended up getting cornered by two weird ass cyborgs. Like, I don't know what to call them. They're just fucking weird cyborgs that could do weird shit. And they're trying to kill the doctor, Dr. Dyson. So then they hurt Dr. Dyson. Like, they literally fucking like chip his fucking shoulder. So Alita steps in and she literally fucking fucks both of the cyborgs up. She kills one and one escapes. The way she killed the girl one, it was brutal. Like, she literally kicked the girl cyborg, Alita, head so hard that it came off. Like, it was fucking brutal. It was dope as fuck to see her do her little karate moves, because Alita, she was doing some weird ass karate moves. Like, she started doing some weird ass moves where she was, going like that and shit, and whooping ass. Like, the fucking one buff cyborg dude even got scared and just took off running. So the one that got away, the cyborg, the buff cyborg, his name is Gruishka. And he just ran like a little bitch. That was like a bitch moving him. Like, he just dipped underground. So the next day, Alita goes out with Hugo and friends, and they start, like, I don't know, discovering some abandoned ship that was there before the fall. And the fall is, like, I'm guessing a war that happened 300 years ago. So anyways, they discover some ship, and Alita goes underwater easily. She just drops to the, like, under the water, and she goes to the ship, and she just starts activating things, like just out of nowhere, like, not even knowing what she's doing, just activating everything. Then she finds some weird ass suit, and she drags it to Hugo and the others, and then she takes it to Dr. Dyson, and Dr. Dyson refuses to, attach her head to the new body that she found. Frustrated with the doctor, Alita goes and registers to be a hunter warrior. Then one night, Hugo and Alita go to the bar and try to get the other hunters to join her to go against Gruisha, so that she can take him down. But then none of them want to do it because he's not on the wanted list, so they want nothing to do with it. So then Alita starts fighting all of them, and the doctor walks in and he says, "All of you stop or no more free, repairs," and everybody just instantly stops. So then Gruisha busts in and he starts attacking Alita. So Alita jumps into action and starts attacking Gruisha, but then Gruisha starts cutting up her body. So Gruisha is trying to kill Alita, and she's literally fucking one hand, and her body's like chopped in half, and she's like in tears and everything, like literally broken down to like literally her last arm. So then she took her chance and punches fucking Gruishka in the eyeball, and her hand gets stuck in his eyeball, and he runs and escapes again. And then fucking Hugo, the doctor, and some other dude that he had robot dogs comes to the rescue, and you see the doctor carry Alita out to go repair her onto the new body she found. She found in the ship. He attaches her body to that body. As soon as Dr. Dyson put Alita's head onto the new body she found, it's called a berserker body. It started like forming into what she remembers her body looks like. That's what the doctor was explaining. And it was just getting more, I don't know, more slick, more sleek, more like a female type of body. And as soon as that was done, Alita went to go visit Hugo, and Hugo was impressed by her new body because it's all shiny and all, purple looking. It looks dope as fuck. Like, she had like a little dress on too. Like, it looked dope. Alita starts telling Hugo that she'll, join the motorball like race to earn money so she can send him to Zalim, because that's his dream and she loves him. So that's what she does. She goes and joins the motorball race to earn money to send him to Zalim. So it gets to the arena that the motorball is gonna take place, like the race is gonna take place. And Alita's getting ready, to go out there, and she goes out there, and Dr. Dyson notices that, Vector, Vector, is that how you say his name? He put a bounty on Alita's head, and all of the contestants or the other players, they're going to out there to kill Alita. So you see Alita start the race, and she's talking to Hugo, and Hugo's telling Alita that some dude named Zapan, he's trying to kill him. So Alita is doing like talking to Hugo while trying to survive, and she's inside the arena, fucking the other cyborgs up that are trying to kill her. And Hugo ends up telling Alita like he's trying to run from him, and can Alita meet him? So she busts out the arena, and when she busts out, she's still getting chased by the other hunters or the other players that are trying to kill her. And you see her like skating on top of the buildings trying to get to Hugo, and the cyborgs that follow her, they end up dying. One of them end up like being fucking crushed in like a fucking machine. The other one, fucking Alita fucked the other one up. So Alita end up, outsmarting them, and she reached Hugo. But then fucking Zapan outsmarted Alita and fucking like framed fucking Hugo for fucking a murder. So then Zapan stabs Hugo, and Alita doesn't know what to do. So then you see fucking Dr. Dyson's ex-wife that's barely been in the story, and I didn't really see her redemption inside the movie. Anyways, she helps Alita and tells Alita literally to cut Hugo's head off and attach her heart tubes to the head to keep it alive. So she does that, takes Hugo's head to Dr. Dyson. Dr. Dyson puts his head attached to a cyborg body. So then he does that, but before Alita, went to the doctor, she cut fucking Zapan's face off. Like, that's what he loved. Like, and then when she cut it off, all you see is him like, my face. Like, he's just screaming. She just walks, and that's where she goes to the doctor and, puts Hugo's head on a cyborg. So after the doctor put Hugo's head on a cyborg body, Alita goes and takes care of her business. She goes and kills Vector, that's being controlled by Nova, like the head dude that's like been in the enemy throughout this whole movie, or the big dude that lives in Zalim. Anyways, she goes and she just fucking, kills Vector like nothing, and he dies weird as fuck. He's being controlled by Nova, and while he's dying, you just see Nova like talking. Like it's creepy as fuck. So then Alita gets a call from the doctor saying that Hugo left because he went to go try to climb to the top of Salim. So you see Alita race to go try to stop Hugo. So then she's trying to talk to Hugo, trying to tell him to stay, and he's like refusing and being all stubborn and stuff. So then Nova sends one of those fucking saw things like down the rope that they're climbing on, and it just chops up fucking Hugo. And Hugo's about to fall, and Alita's holding on to him, and then she couldn't hold on to him anymore, and then he just falls to his death. So Hugo died. After that, you see a few months pass, and then you see Alita as the champion of Motorball, and then she just points her sword up to Nova, and I guess that's her way of saying that she's coming for him, and then the movie ends. So this movie was fucking dope. The visual effects, the CGI, it looked real as fuck. It looked amazing to watch. Like, I was mind blown by, how it looked. Like, how Alita looked. This movie was fucking dope. It wasn't awful like I don't know, I expected it to be. Like, I didn't expect it to be awful, but I expected it to be as good as it was. It wasn't Avengers or nothing, but it was a good movie. Like, I was entertained, I was laughing, I was, emotionally invested, like, where I cared about the character. So, yeah, this movie was fucking dope. And, yeah, this is new to me. Like, I'm officially doing movie reviews where I'm seeing movies that I don't usually watch, and I'm gonna watch them and review them. Like, my next movie I'm gonna watch and review is Captain Marvel, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, I liked this movie, I enjoyed it, I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray when it comes out, and yeah, this was my review on Alita Battle Angel. So thank you for watching, and catch you on my next review.